that I've run backwards. I will juggle my way between the two of them, and I will come up with my initial data that I will put as a starting data for my model to move forward. So, let me talk about grid data, for instance. When you have opportunity to open inside grid data, these are the jargons that you are going to see. Does this make sense? It doesn't make sense to anybody. And when you open in a CDF file, in fact, I want to tell you a story of somebody that was given in a CDF file and he thought it's an Excel file. And he was trying to open it and he double-clicked on the CDF file and his computer crashed. So there are ways to juggle between these data sets, and you should be able to see them before you could be able to do anything with them. So, why do we need to visualize this data? We know that apart from the fact that they are an important aspect in numerical weather prediction or something, it gives room for effective communication. If you do not analyze or see your data, me and you will not be able to say that, oh, this place will have more rain, this place will have less rain. We won't be able to know the geographical distribution of each element, and we won't be able to take effective decisions. And the public weather service people will not be able to go to television and be showing, as it's got to say tomorrow, it is got to say tomorrow. So they won't be able to do their job very well. These are some of the tools that is existing right now in this modern world to see a data set. Some of these are the Excel. I don't know if anyone has heard of the software that some of us use. I don't know whether some of us have heard of Uplots, Matplots, Ferret, SCL, CDO, and Graphs, which is our operational visualization tool. There is a newborn that they call Python. And so many people are dying. That you must know how to use Python. You must know how to use Python. But I don't know all these guys can now start to do that. But I don't know what this Python can do that the Graphs or Ferret or CD or whatever. Actually, you need to know a bit of everything that is here to be able to call yourself an analyst in meteorological terms. So, in combining all these things, we are able to touch every sector. Our ability to visualize data in a specific manner enables us to answer some questions concerning aviation. We have always been we've always been oriented towards aviation in NIMET. So it's our concern that we service them adequately. One of the ways is to give them what we call flight folder. Inside flight folder that we give to the pilot is wind temp at every flight level, so that when you are flying from one station or one airport to the next, you will be able to know area of possible turbulence or area of possible downdraft. And among all these things is a new developed product from nowcasting tools that we call the possible micropulse areas is a new nowcasting tool that we are developing in NIMET using the nowcast data. And someone asked me about point station. This is the product of point station. This gives you a district rainfall distribution every 3 hours over a particular station. I think this time around, I think this is Port Harcourt. So, marine oil and gas too is somewhere where we service user using our ability to produce map. Here, we know immediacy states by producing maps of ocean waves and direction in terms of significant wave heights. All the shaded ones are the significant wave height, and the arrow maps are where the waves are going. This will tell you immediately how rough your sea or how gentle the sea is at every particular point in time. And over all the ports, pump station, like the Focados port, Bonnet port, we also give you specific rainfall distribution or overall rig level area. This rig level area is 50-meter level. So at 50-meter level, where you have your rig, will also give you expected wind characteristics every 3 hours. So you know when you should do one thing or the other on top of your rig. And it's severe and it covers everywhere over the ocean. And we can go as low as 0 degree or -5 degree, about 500 to 600 kilometers into the sea. So also is our public weather, because where we are going here is that all of us will behave as a public weatherman tomorrow. We are going to forecast a possible weather that will occur the next day. And in the public weather service, for them to do that, they should be able to see wind. They should be able to see atmospheric instabilities in terms of how I don't know how to put it, but the atmospheric instability that we call Cape tendency and pressure tendency. How does the pressure of yesterday deviate from today? Determines how turbulent the atmosphere or how unstable the atmosphere is going to be. So also there are other phenomena like the Africa Easterly wave and like the Africa Easterly jet. There's something that I want you to get from here if you are a user of this kind of products, that the same thing that I did here is also here and it's also here. The same thing that I did here is also here and it's also here. What I did is just to use the power of visualization to streamline the features that are most necessary for me to use. So I isolate this concerned area because this jet that you are seeing is the most important synoptic feature that we study that always gives us rainfall. And also we feed them with station-based information concerning rainfall characteristics every 3 hours. Now, all these things are what we are going to do tomorrow. I will introduce a bit of it for you today in a simple term. How do we make a simple forecast? We want to forecast a phenomenon, this rainfall that occurs on this day, and add all these things, charts that we are going to study to follow. So, During this GCRF projects, we were introduced into a simple form they call the West African Strategic Analysis and Forecasting System.